gearing up for part 6. Just got off work. Man purse, I thank you. You got some of the stuff done that while I was at work. So shout out to Man Purse. He got the inside of the windshield taped off. Still gotta repaint the dash and stuff. All the touch up on the tube work is done. I just threw up the wind, bolting it on. I'm gonna bump it up so it's all the way back and all the way up in the rear. So that's pretty sweet. Enjoy. One thing I didn't realize before, now, and you probably would save me some time on some other projects, is the seat rails on bolt from stock S15 or 13 seats. Who would have thought? Base for the seat to bolt onto. See how everything lines up. Oh, we got the seat mounted. Kind of a little bit behind. Took 3 attempts. Get it both. Real quick. Got the fuel cell. Also, we put the windshield wipers and wiper cowl back in. Kind of like the look. Breaks up the color a little bit. Brow tin's done, obviously. I have some. And then I picked up some side skirts from a dude yesterday, so the thing can look hella low and cool. Trying to get the rear suspension lined out now. Went back and painted all the adjustable parts. Upper control arm, master camera adjuster, tie rod. Do the other side, and then ready to put the wheels back on. As soon as that, I'm gonna get it as straight as I can, and then I'm gonna take it to a shop to get a line. Get it as close as I can. That way we can still drive it here and there to get till we get it there. All right, so last minute notice. We're loading up the cart to go to the exhaust shop tomorrow. So I don't have anybody to help me. So I got the 3 minions. Aaron's gonna be running the steering and brakes so we can get it on the trailer. So this weekend is the Jessup Car Cruise and Burnout Contest, and I'm really trying to get the cart there for that. Since I last recorded, my GoPros have been in the truck all since our trip, so I've been kind of working on the cart, trying to get some stuff done. Through the banner up top, rough. Got the alternator mounted. This is a high mount kit, which would take the place of the stock location, but I made it into a mid mount by using a stud down there and tension around the bottom, belts in there, and power steering pump. I cut down the bracket a little bit. It's not the prettiest thing, but it'll work. Got some oil in this thing. Carb is mounted. Got the clutch cable ran. I've started running wires. The fuel lines are ran. Tank, pump and filter. Goes down to the floor. Pops back up here. Pretty clean. I used all braided line for that. Not really necessary, but it's just a cleaner look. We were going through, me and Chris, we're going through the electrical. We found what all the switches the previous guy had wired in do. We got the short throw shifter installed. Still gotta mount the handbrake. Waiting on a clutch quadrant and flywheel or the firewall adjuster for the clutch cable, and that should be done. I gotta run a return line on the power steering, get an E-fan mounted, the lights mounted, wired up. Everything should be operational, except for I don't think I'm gonna have turn signals by the weekend. Not a big deal. Coming along, and we're pretty close to starting it. I just got to get ignition to the coil and lay out plug wires and such. So that shouldn't be too much longer. Got a lower radiator hose I got to put in. I got one of the heater hoses ready. I got to make the other one. And then I'm still waiting on the upper radiator hose. I'm going to try using a Fox body upper. This should be pretty close to the same. We bled the brakes. So, just keep trucking away. So, a little bit of a dilemma. Still trying to get this thing done for the weekend. I ordered a clutch quadrant so I can adjust the clutch tension, cable tension on the firewall, and so it has a better cable pull going on the pedals. I wired in my small cap HEI, and it has no spark. It's not giving trigger to the coil. So I ordered one up real quick another one up from Assault Racing. Big cap has built-in coil. Hopefully this will solve my problems. I'm not a huge fan of the big caps on the Ford motors, just because they take up a lot of room, and then it kind of limits what you get to run for an air cleaner on the carb. However, if you space it up, you can go full width, 14 or 12, whatever you prefer. So I just didn't want to get the air cleaner sitting too high up on the carb. It's just not really the look I was going for. But sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices. So I'm gonna drop this distributor in, get some power to it, and hopefully this thing fires up. Well, it starts. We got a misfire. Woo. A little bit too advanced. So I figured out my misfire. Ford uses two firing orders, one for non-HO and one for HO. Apparently this is a non-HO motor, and all it basically is based off is the cam, and it's a truck motor, so that's the flip-flop 2 plug wires. Also, note to self, always check your plastic pulleys for damage. I just about died. See that bad boy right there? That's the power steering pump. It used to have a belt on it. And it used to be a giant pulley. It went flying past my head. There's the belt. Piece of pulley. I have no idea where the rest of it went. So, yeah. Stay safe. Well, Sunday morning, day of the Jessup Burnout Contest Cruise. I'm still in shambles. Got about 4 hours till they start lining up. We don't have to be there right away, but we need to be there by like 2:34ish. It's about a half-an-hour drive. So we got this is an update after last night. I haven't been recording everything just because I've been just trying to get everything done. I got everything on the gauge cluster done. I'm gonna put the oil pressure gauge line in the back of the gauge, and that is all buttoned up. Switches are all mounted. Speedos in there. No passenger seat at all. I'll probably just leave it that way for today if I can get that far. I'm probably gonna pull the wiper cowl stuff off just so I can get it there. I'm gonna rivet it down eventually. I still have to do a clutch cable. The stuff didn't show up for it, so I'm gonna have to modify it to make it work. Throttle cable's not done. I got the plug wires laid out so they look pretty nice. Gotta mount the brackets and add a couple holders to keep it bundled together all the way up to the distributor. Got the lights mounted on this side and halfway wired in. This side is not wired in at all. Tension rod still needs to move back on this side. I've totally spaced it off. And that's where I'm at for the day. Oh yeah, and then a buddy of mine had this little intake piece with the new HEI. It looked gaudy as far as like I was gonna have to lift the air cleaner up super high to get it to clear if I wanted to run a full size air cleaner. So I got. The only thing that sucks is I have to run it backwards, but it doesn't look too bad. Eventually I'm going to put pieces that come off it and wrap back up and put the air cleaners up this way somewhere. But all in due time. Right now I'm just trying to get it out so people can actually see the thing. That's basically my main concern. Oh, and I still have to do the 8-pillar boxes. So, I don't know, at this point it's looking really close. So, I guess if I make it there, you guys are coming with me. So after working diligently all weekend to get the cart to the Jessup Burnout and Cruise, I was unsuccessful. Just a couple little things that held me back. One being time. I definitely procrastinated too much. I didn't get everything done. But my major setback was this tension rod. It's pretty much stripped out, which that holds the lower control arm from going back and forth like that. So that's kind of a big deal. So I got some new ones coming in the mail. Hopefully they get here by the end of the week. had to modify, rig up per se, a clutch cable extension to make it work with the stock clutch cable. My plan is to switch this thing to hydraulic in time. I have some of the parts to do it. Previous owner had modified a clutch pedal that the cable pulls on top. Normally it pivots on the top and then pushes the master, because this was a hydraulic clutch car originally. So I have to undo his modification in order to go back to hydraulic. But overall, it's just a few things. I gotta wire in the taillights, wire in the fuel pump officially, get everything cleaned up, mount the passenger seat. Finished doing the lighting up front. I got some of the wiring done. It runs, and I think I'll show you that before I call this auto part 6. I can't remember which part we're even on, but yeah, I'll prove you it runs, and then from there we'll just start back up with the next episode from there. So check it out. So I don't have my switch panel all the way in, but it's pretty simple. Flips up, you get power. Your fuel pump buzzing already. I got high, low beam switches. I got a tail light switch. Brakes are on the pedal. We have fuel pump switch, ignition, and that's all ready to rock. So let's give her a quick crank. Timing to do yet. I haven't got the light on it yet, but it doesn't sound too bad. And then I'll show you the gauges real quick. Nothing too crazy, but I don't have the tach hooked up. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. We're gonna have this thing out on the street within a week or two. Hopefully, I'm pushing my deadline back till Saturday, this weekend, for the first Owine Cars of Coffee. So hopefully we get it there. If not, it is what it is. But there shouldn't be any reason why we can't make it this time. So stay tuned again, and I appreciate all the followers, all the sharing, and keep it real.